Hey, it's your girl Andrew Antonio here, and I am back with a killer workout today. We will be working out on our legs. This is a new routine that I have started to do for the past 2 weeks as I've just got into my cut. I'm currently eating at 1,800 calories. That is specific to me. So if you want help, I do have a video down below which will help you calculate your calories specific to your goal. Also, if you do just want to message me, then please feel free to DM me over on my Instagram or even leave a comment below. Also, make sure to subscribe right now if you haven't already, or if you're new here, because I am a personal trainer and I'm giving away all my information for free. I'm not gonna lie to you, I feel like I did not take a breath there. I am gonna take my pre-workout gummies. I've literally just started these though, so yeah. Now, these workout gummies aren't like the usual like pre-workout ones where they really make you tingle, and I actually really hate the tingling personally. So there's a little bit of a tingle, but not too much of a tingle, you know? How cute is this set from Be Able? Super cute. The color is gorgeous, right? Let me give you like a proper full sort of length. That's just giving you my lower half, I'm sorry. I mean, like, just like, how cute is this set? I will link it down below. Also use my code at the checkout to support me. Oh my god, nearly fell over. Last pre-workout, cheers. And let's go. Okay, I just got to the gym. It is currently 8:10. I'm gonna try and do this workout in an hour. Usually it does take me an hour, but because I've added like a few bits and bobs which are quite new, which you're gonna see in a second, it may have increased the time. I haven't actually timed myself, but it should be an hour. So from warm up to working out, 30 minutes on the Stairmaster doesn't count, okay? That's cardio. So to the workout. Hey, don't be scared. It's your girl coming in with the voiceover, of course. Sorry for the blurriness. It's not like this for the whole video, I promise, but clearly my camera did not rate my warm-up. Anyways, I always warm up by doing 3 sets of roughly 10 reps of high knees and star jumps back to back. I then move into my dynamic stretches of swinging one leg forward and back for 10 reps before switching to the other leg and then swinging my leg side to side for a further 10 reps before switching to the other leg. You want to make sure you hold on to something, because if you're anything like me, you will lose your balance. And remember to keep a slight bend in your knees, as well as getting as high as possible for full range of motion. If you've ever had to sit with your boyfriend and be forced to watch a football game, you would recognize these outward hip rotations, which are actually really great for opening up your hips. So here's to channeling your inner football, whatever. I don't know what I was trying to say there, but yeah. You want to bring your leg up as high as you can in front and then rotate outwards as far as you can before dropping your leg down and repeating on the other side. I aim to do about 10 reps and then switch to another 10 reps of inward hip rotations, where you are just reversing the movement. So this time coming as high as you can on the side and then bringing your leg inwards before dropping it down in front of you and switching to the other side. Next up, we have deep side lunges. And to be completely honest, my flexibility isn't the best in this position, but we're getting there slowly. I aim to do 10 reps of these, really trying to sit into the lunge and getting deeper every time. The last thing I do in my warm-up is activate my glutes by doing 10 reps of donkey kicks into 10 reps of fire hydrants before repeating on the other side and repeating 3 times with no breaks. I activate my glutes to wake them up before I do any leg workout, as I am quite quad dominant. By doing donkey kicks, it warms up the glute maximus and the medius, and the fire hydrants warm up the glute minimus, so it's an all-rounder. My top tip is to keep your arms straight and don't swing but control the movement. If you find your lower back is pinching whilst doing these, come down onto your elbows and remain there. There I am. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know why I wore this top on a leg day. Who was I kidding? I was gonna keep this on throughout the whole session, you know? Now, this should have been worn on like a upper body day or something, you know? Oh, that's better. I feel free. Also, I love how cute this back detailing on this top is. Super cute. Okay, cool. So just very quickly, I do want to add in, this is the squat rack, okay? And this is the middle part. Now, I usually put my hand like here, and then on the other side as well, like my right hand would be like here. And that's like the really close, like this is the great angles, but what I'm trying to say is my hands go here and here, and then my neck will go like on this part here. It's great angling, but just so you know, the closer you are, the better squeeze you got on your back, and the more like kind of supportive you are. You don't want to go too wide.
Starting off with the 20 kg bar for 8 reps. Place your hands and neck in the correct position. Then you want to slowly unrack the bar and move back. I like to place my feet a little wider than shoulder width and toes pointing slightly outwards. Also, you are about to witness what not to do when someone is mid-set.
Was that just captured on camera? Is someone not asking to use my clip? Mind blown. The audacity that people have. Like, you need to ask, by the way. Like, no, that's not right.
Moving on to my first working set of 45 kg for 15 reps, and I only do one set of these. I personally like to do deep squats, so I am going below 90 degrees, but I still keep my feet firmly on the floor, pushing through my heels and keeping my core tight. For my next set, I pop on 60 kg for 12 reps, and again, I only do one set of these. My top tip as you go heavier is to brace your core, not only by keeping it tight, but by breathing in at the top, holding your breath all the way through the movement and releasing it back at the top before repeating. I actually try to hold my breath for about 2 to 3 reps before refreshing it. The next 2 sets, I am lifting 70 kg for 10 reps. Not only am I bracing my core, pushing through my heels and looking straight ahead, I am focused on making sure my knees do not go inwards, as lifting heavy may make you want to cave your legs in. But by consciously making the effort to push them slightly outwards, you would keep a good form. Give or take a little wobble. For my last set of 70 kg squats, I am making the effort to squat a little lower and aiming for however many reps I can do. By this point, my legs are usually like jelly, and on my 7th rep, my legs had enough and I couldn't push anymore, no matter how hard I tried to lift up the weight. If you find yourself in this position too, and no one to help lift you back up, it's best to drop the weight behind you and move your body forward as fast as you can. Do not be embarrassed to do this. It shows that you are really pushing yourself to the limit, and other people in the gym understand that. Okay, I know you've had enough of squats, but after all of that, I do go in with 50 kg for 10 reps and only do about one set, just to really jellify my legs that little bit further. Next, you will need to pull over a bench for Bulgarian split squats. I first like to hold onto the bar, then pop my foot onto the bench and do a little Bulgarian split stretch to make sure that I'm in the right position and where I need to place my foot. I then go in for 2 sets of 10 reps on either leg with 25 kg. I prefer using the barbell rather than the dumbbells, as I can concentrate on mind to muscle connection rather than thinking these dumbbells feel too damn heavy in my hands. My top tips are to push through your heels and don't fully extend the front leg, but rather keep it slightly bent. For my last set, I go in with 8 reps on either leg with the weight 30 kg. I do less reps on a higher weight as I still want to focus on getting a good amount of depth rather than going for 10 reps and not going as low. Honestly, this exercise is the worst, but I have noticed the gains coming from Bulgarian split squats, so I guess you gotta love them and hate them at the same time, but mostly hate. Next up for the booty gains, we are going to do calf hip thrust, which I've been loving recently. My top tip with the weights is to pop on one powerlifting plate first, and then the rest are normal gym plates, and they are slightly smaller, so they are easier to slide on and off. Reason why I use powerlifting plate first is because it rolls over my legs when I sit underneath it before lifting up into a hip thrust position.
Very quickly, you can see my bars here and the bench is there, but this is like the wrong bench placement. I'm going to shuffle it over because when the balls go there to there, you won't be able to get up and it'll keep on getting stuck. So you want to make sure that your bench is here. So when you roll back, it completely misses it. You won't have trouble like sitting and trying to get it up basically.
For my first set of hip thrusts, I'm lifting 130 kg for 10 reps and a 10-second hold. The difference between a normal hip thrust and a cast hip thrust is not only the range of motion, but also keeping your knees aligned with your ankles during this exercise. So, with the range of motion, you don't want to go too low as you want to keep the tension on your glutes. You've also got to make sure your knees stay above your ankles for a cast hip thrust. If you find your knees are out of line with your ankles when moving, then you want to make your range of motion smaller. You'll be happy to know that I superset these with goblet squats, which are an absolute killer on the glutes as well as the quads. I'm using the weight 22 kg throughout each set and go for 10 reps. I upped my weight this week, so I am pausing a little bit, but my tip is to keep your knees slightly bent at the top of the movement, as well as going as low as possible when you are squatting and pushing through your heels. Also, if you ain't looking like this after your superset, then girl, you need to push harder. Up that weight, up the intensity, because this is what you need to be looking like. Out of breath, exhausted, but still happy. I did a further 2 supersets, but upped my weight on the hip thrust to 135 kg and holding for 8 seconds. I also pause for a second at the top of every movement and squeeze my glutes. This is vital. You have to make sure that you are not rushing through and you concentrate on feeling it in the glutes.
Okay, it is 3:10 now. I may be going a little bit over. Last thing I've got to do is leg extension. So let's go do that. I think someone's on the machine though. There may be a longer session, which is fine. I always aim to be out here by 4 o'clock. So yeah, let's do this.
Before doing leg extensions, I always untie my shoelaces, as if I don't, the pad pushes down onto them and I get little bruises the next day, which are a little bit painful and they don't look pretty. For my first set, I go in for 10 reps on 46 kg. Then I move a plate up for my next set for another 10 reps. I wish I could tell you the weight, but it's rubbed off of the machine. So I'm guesstimating around 52 kg, and then I do one more set on 59 kg for another 10 reps.
As you can see, like I finished off on 59 kg, but the drop set I'm gonna go up to 66 kg, and then go to drop 2 plates, and drop a further 2 plates, and then drop another plate. So in total, gonna be doing 4 sort of like drop set. I'm gonna aim for like 5 reps for each. 5 good reps for each. Yeah.
Moving on to the drop set now. I put these at the end of my session because they absolutely kill off my quads. Now, as I tried to explain, I drop the weight down by 2 plates at a time after I finish doing 5 reps at that weight. I do a further 2 sets of these to really finish off my quads. With the second and third drop set though, I don't always manage to do a clean 5 reps, and that's okay because you're pushing yourself to the limit. And it is the end of the session where your energy is quite low. My top tip is to get it done as fast as you can. I don't mean literally the reps, I mean when you're switching plates. So do not take a break in between the 5 reps, as the lactic acid will build up too much in your quads and make it even harder to push through.
It is currently 3:23. Finished my whole workout in the weights area. I did have to wait a little bit for the quad machine, but it's okay, it's okay. Now it's time to get on the Stairmaster and kill my legs a little bit further, you know? Yeah. I'm not looking forward to the Stepmaster.
By doing my cardio at the end of the session means I don't exhaust my energy at the start and I'm able to lift heavier. Believe it or not, but the Stairmaster also helps my muscles recover faster and not feel as sore the next day. I start off with level 5 for a minute, then move on to level 6 for the double steps. And then when it hits another minute, I keep it on level 6 for the single steps. Every minute I switch to single and double, and for the remaining of this cardio, when I do the double steps, I switch it to level 8. So I basically switch every minute to level 6 for single steps and level 8 for double steps. It keeps it interesting for me. My top tip is not to lean over, but to keep yourself upright the whole time.
I am looking like a glazed donut right now, like look. How did I think I was gonna wear that top throughout that whole session? Yeah, no. It is now currently 4 o'clock. I'm gonna do a quick stretch because usually I stretch more in the evening time for half an hour, and then I also stretch in the morning for about 15 minutes as well. Sorry, I was out of focus then. So let's go do our quick stretch.
Make sure you do stretch as this helps with muscle recovery.
And that is the workout done, dusted. I'm actually feeling really, really good, so let me know if you do try it out. If you have any questions, like please feel free to pop them below or like DM me over on my Instagram. I'll be more than happy to answer them. Remember to subscribe as well because there's 60% of you that are watching my videos but you haven't subscribed. So you may be watching my videos and I may be coming up on your screen, you know, like on your feed because you like watching me but you've not actually subscribed. So double check now that you are subscribed. You're getting free advice from a personal trainer. What more could you ask for, you know? I've also picked out these 2 videos for you to go and watch next. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and I shall see you very soon. I'm gonna go home and enjoy my protein shake. Woo! That was such a flattering view.